I stared in horror at the 5-car pile-up. However, I couldn't stop laughing either. My alarm went off late, or I hit snooze too many times. However, that's not the point. I was running late to the mandatory meeting at work. I sniffed the pants. The heck? I pinched my nose in disgust as I chucked it. My feet were jumping as I tugged my slacks up before crashing into a nightstand. Ow! I groaned, throwing my jacket on when I pop up. My head was throbbing as I grabbed my tie, briefcase, and keys as I ran out to my car. I turn around and grab my shoes before heading out. Today was anything but pleasant with me running late, the slight concussion I had, and nerves that twisted my stomach into knots. Today had to go well for my opportunity to advance and get a promotion. My boss stared at me as I continued with the PowerPoint. If we cater to the age ranges of 18 to 26-year-olds, our percentage will climb 13.2% within the year. I point out to the vitamin brand that our client was trying to promote within the diagrams. The next slide shows a diagram of current projections. As is, you would only be gaining roughly 1 million, and the age group previously mentioned would be projected to stunt the growth of it. The next slide shows the prediction statistics I had run. Every big executive was stoned-faced throughout the whole presentation. By the end of it, I was sweating, and my nerves were fidgeting. My foot tapped nervously as I sat in my boss's, Carl's, office. I was fidgeting as it took over 30 minutes. I felt like I was a bug under a microscope. Finally, Carl walked in with a frown on his face. "What the heck were you thinking, Drake?" My face fell in confusion. "What are you talking about?" Carl just stares at me. "That was the cocoa company, not the dang vitamin one." My face flushes red in embarrassment as I advert my eyes from Carl. I felt sick. "I'm sorry, Drake, but you're fired." I carried the box with my supplies from my desk to my car. My head hung low in disappointment at myself. I threw the box in my back seat as I slammed my hands in frustration on the steering wheel with a scream. What was I going to do now? I thought before pulling out of the parking lot. I had just merged onto the freeway when a cop car hit me, spinning me out of control. "What the frick?" I screamed in frustration as I looked ahead. My neck felt stiff and my head was pounding. I thought I was hallucinating when I saw the fireball up ahead. The explosion seemed to rock the whole freeway. Then I watched in fascinated horror as more vehicles seemed to head into the flames. My eyes were wide as I screamed in terror. People were looking like they were being burned alive. More cars and more danger. Why wasn't anyone stopping? Why wasn't I moving to stop it? I started laughing as tears fell from my eyes. "It's always sad when they have a psychotic break," Dr. Jack told the head nurse, Leah. "He used to be a great architect. Then one of the bridges he designed failed. Killed 5 people, including his wife. His psychotic break was because of the trauma he experienced." Leah looks sadly at me, laughing as my face is completely wet. "Can he hear and see us?" "He can. I don't know if he can comprehend it, however." "Is he ever lucid?" Leah asked softly. Dr. Jake just sighed. "When he is all he asks for is his wife." Leah gasps as she states through the little window sadly. "What a poor man," she said in empathy. I turn to the door mid-laugh as I stare at the man in the white coat and the nurse. "Where's Claire?" I ask in a gentle whisper as I pictured her red hair. Her hair always reminds me of a beautiful explosion of fire. She had dark eyes that always seemed to fly like a speeding vehicle. "Can I see Claire, doctor? Please?" I plead with the doctor as I hear the sound of people suddenly screaming. "Shut it! Shut it!" I start hitting myself on the head violently. Dr. Jack immediately opened the door as Leah grabbed the needle to sedate me. I stare blankly as I continue hitting my head. "Please let me see Claire! Claire!" I scream before the needle is jabbed into me. "Claire," I say softly before everything goes black and all I see is fire.